12 News Eye on Agriculture with Britton Rucker.
U.S. farmers are raising the fewest beef cows since at least 1971. How that impacts exports and what experts are saying about the future of the cattle industry. Plus, if you or your employees on the farm have a criminal record, how you could possibly erase that and how that could help you on your farming or ranching operation. And while overall prices are lower, many Turkey Day classics have gotten more expensive. We'll explain how it all starts on the farm. Good evening and welcome into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. The U.S. is importing record amounts of beef this year and exporting less. That's after ranchers slashed the nation's cattle herd to its lowest level in decades, tightening margins for meat companies. USDA data shows U.S. beef exports are projected to sink 14% this year from 2022 to 3 billion pounds. In 2024, exports were forecast to hit an 8-year low of 2.8 billion pounds. The decline in cattle numbers after years of drought. Fried pasture lands used for grazing led to soaring U.S. beef prices. Higher prices incentivized companies to import cheaper beef and discourage U.S. beef purchases by buyers like China, Japan, and Egypt. And just how small are cattle herds shrinking? Well, data released from the USDA shows U.S. farmers are raising the fewest beef cows since at least 1971. Drought conditions whittled herds, likely boosting cost for meat packers. The USDA said in its biannual report there were 29.4 million beef cows as of July 1st. That's down 2.6% from a year earlier. It was the smallest herd for that date since the government began keeping the records 52 years ago and reflected a fifth year of declining beef cow numbers. Asian longhorn ticks are spreading across the U.S. and now to blame for multiple deaths in cows. Researchers say the invasive species arrived in the Western Hemisphere in 2017, but now sounding the alarm after 3 cows in Ohio died from tens of thousands of bites. The invasive species has been spotted in 18 states, including Missouri, but not here in Kansas. The reward has been increased for information that leads to the arrest of those behind the raid of more than a dozen head of cattle. The cattle were stolen between October 9th and October 16th from a pasture about 5 miles southeast of Wamego. The Wabaunsee County Sheriff's Office says the reward has increased from $1,000 to $11,000. If you have any information regarding this case, you can call the Wabaunsee County Sheriff's Office. Kansas State University launches a new program to address water problems across the state. K-State says it's building on a work of previous programs to launch the Kansas Water Institute. The program looks to solve current water challenges in Kansas through research and water-related education. This Thanksgiving, there's plenty to be thankful for when it comes to your budget. The Farm Bureau says the cost of this year's holiday feast is down 4.5%. CBS's Joe Ling Kent explains that while overall prices are lower, many Turkey Day classics have gotten a lot more expensive, and it all starts on the farm.
It's down to the wire at Gunthorpe Farms in LaGrange, Indiana. They're packing up the turkeys they've raised and shipping them out for Thanksgiving.
You're in high season right now.
Right. Yep.
It's like crunch time.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
Greg Gunthorpe says inflation just won't quit, hitting the farm's bottom line.
Oh, inflation has drastically impacted, our cost of production. Small family farms have a difficult time figuring out where we fit in the future in this with all of this inflation.
And shoppers continue to battle inflation too. While turkey prices sank 16% since last year, many other Thanksgiving staples are more expensive again this year. Canned cranberries will cost 60% more. Canned pumpkin prices have spiked 30%, and russet potatoes are up 14%.
It's super expensive, and I'm sharing the cost with some of my siblings.
Definitely more conscious about what we purchase.
Walmart is now promising to remove inflation by cutting prices on holiday favorites. Aldi slashed prices on more than 70 of the most popular Turkey Day items by up to 50%.
Would you say this is the most aggressive you've cut prices for Thanksgiving ever?
This, without a doubt, this is
Aldi's U.S. CEO, Jason Hart.
Consumers are under pressure, so we'll keep these prices at least through the end of the year.
Are you basically taking a hit on prices because you think you're going to win over customers for the long run here?
That's absolutely the case. That's what we're all about. And all along the way, driving cost out of the business, driving cost out of the product, and passing that savings on to the customer.
Savings that customers say they need this holiday season.
Do you think you'll be able to stay on budget this year?
I think so. I don't know if I'm the right person to be in charge of this, but I'm doing my best.
I love it.
Jolene Kent, CBS News, Orland Park, Illinois.
Commercial wind and solar energy projects now banned in one Kansas county. The details on the new decision made this week coming up on Eye on Agriculture.